Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Commanders fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is nothing short of explosive. The Washington Commanders have been making waves this offseason, and it's clear they're not just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. They're actively building a team with a clear, aggressive vision. And believe me, this isn't just about filling roster spots, it's about creating a legit Super Bowl contender within the next couple of years. The buzz around Washington is huge right now, especially after some bold moves that have left everyone in the NFL industry talking. So, let's dive into what's been happening behind the scenes and what fans can legitimately expect from this team in the coming season. The Commanders' front office, led by General Manager Adam Peters, has made it abundantly clear they're all in on maximizing their Super Bowl window, which, in their eyes, is the next 3 seasons. This strategic approach is a shift from previous years, where the focus was more about building for the future without necessarily pushing all the chips in. Now, it's about making a real push, not just to compete but to contend seriously. This change in philosophy has led to some eye-popping moves in the offseason, starting shortly after the season's end. Right away, the Commanders showed they're committed to retooling their veteran leadership core by re-signing key players like linebacker Bobby Wagner and tight end Zach Ertz. These aren't just filler names, they're proven veterans who bring a wealth of experience, leadership, and football IQ to the locker room, something that's crucial when you're trying to build a competitive team fast. But it's not just about re-signings. Washington also made strategic additions to their wide receiver core, bringing back Noah Brown, a guy who was a favorite target of their young quarterback, Jayden Daniels, last season. Brown's chemistry with Daniels is something that could really help elevate the offense. And speaking of the offense, the Commanders didn't stop there. Their offseason moves have been nothing short of aggressive, as they're actively surrounding Daniels with weapons to support him in his second year as their starting quarterback. And that's where things start to get really interesting, because the team isn't just adding players randomly, they're building a specific kind of offense that's designed to maximize their young signal callers' potential. Now, the big splash that caught everyone's attention was the trade for Deebo Samuel, a player who's known for his versatility and explosiveness. Samuel is the kind of weapon that can be used in countless ways, whether as a receiver, a rusher, or even in gadget plays. Under offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who's known for innovative, high-powered offenses, Samuel's addition could be a game-changer. Imagine a scheme where Samuel lines up in multiple spots, creating mismatches and forcing defenses to stay honest. This move alone signals that Washington is serious about making their offense more explosive and unpredictable. But the real jaw-dropper came when the Commanders traded for Laremy Tunsil, a 6-time Pro Bowl left tackle. Honestly, when this deal was announced, NFL insiders and fans alike were stunned. Tunsil was considered one of the best defensive linemen in the league, and many didn't even believe he was available on the trade market. Acquiring a player of his caliber immediately upgrades the team's offensive line from a good unit to an elite one. This is a game-changer because a dominant offensive line is the foundation of any successful team, especially when you want to protect your young quarterback and establish a strong rushing attack. With Tunsil on one side and likely Josh Connolly Jr., a promising Oregon tackle selected in the first round, on the other, Washington is suddenly boasting one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. Think about what this means for Jayden Daniels. With a solid front protecting him, he now has the time to read defenses, make throws, and extend plays. For the running game, it opens up lanes that weren't there before. The offensive line becomes a true weapon, allowing the team to control the tempo, keep defenses on their heels, and open up opportunities for both the pass and the rush. This kind of upgrade doesn't happen every offseason, and it's a signal that the Commanders are serious about their offensive identity moving forward. In the draft, Washington kept their focus on building around Daniels. They stayed in the first round and took Oregon tackle Josh Connolly Jr., a player with high upside who is almost certain to line up opposite Tunsil on the right side. This addition is critical because it means the Commanders now have a formidable offensive line duo that could anchor their attack for years to come. Having a reliable, offensive line is often overlooked, but for a young quarterback, it's the foundation of everything. It's what gives him confidence, keeps him healthy, and allows him to operate the offense efficiently. But the draft wasn't just about linemen. Washington also added some intriguing skill position prospects in later rounds. Virginia Tech wide receiver Jalen Lane is a guy who can stretch defenses vertically, take the top off the secondary, and be used in creative ways all over the field. He's also a valuable special teams asset, capable of making big plays as a returner. The idea here is to give Daniels more weapons, more versatility, and more playmaking options, so that the offense becomes unpredictable and dangerous in multiple facets. Now, let's switch gears to the defense because the Commanders have also been busy there. They've added plenty of talent on that side of the ball, with the goal of creating a balanced and formidable unit. The defense has been a key part of their identity in recent years, and with new additions, they're setting up for a strong 2025 season. But what's been the hot topic among fans and analysts is the potential addition of a second running back to complement Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Ekeler. Here's where things get really interesting. Rumors suggest that Washington might be eyeing a veteran back, and one name that's been floated around is Najee Harris, the former Steelers star who recently signed with the Chargers. According to Bleacher Report, Harris could be a trade candidate heading into next season, and some experts believe that Washington could be in the market to make a move. Harris is a powerful runner with a nose for the end zone, and although he's not a panacea, adding him would give the Commanders a more dynamic, versatile backfield. If the team can land Harris, it would instantly upgrade their ground game, giving Jaden Daniels another capable weapon when Ekeler is on the sidelines or facing tough defenses. And let's not forget the importance of the running game for the Commanders' overall offensive scheme. Brian Robinson Jr. is looking to have a breakout season, but he's got to perform quickly, or he might find himself on the chopping block if the team believes they can upgrade. The addition of a veteran like Harris would not only bring depth but also competition, a necessary ingredient for any successful team. It's about building a balanced attack that keeps defenses honest and forces them to respect both the run and the pass. Now, I want to pause here for just a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it really helps out. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. So, what does all this mean for the team's outlook? Well, the Commanders are clearly positioning themselves as serious contenders. Their offseason moves have been calculated, aggressive, and geared toward taking a leap forward in 2024 and beyond. The offensive line upgrades, the addition of explosive weapons like Deebo Samuel and Jalen Lane, and the potential upgrade at running back all point to a team that's trying to maximize their Super Bowl window. The focus on building around Jaden Daniels is especially noteworthy because he's still a relatively young quarterback, but he's got the talent, the arm, and now, with these weapons and protection, the support system he needs to elevate his game. This season, expect to see the Commanders lean heavily on their improved offensive line and creative play calling to keep defenses guessing. Daniels will have more time to read the field, and he'll have multiple options to throw to, which should lead to more explosive plays. The running game, with Robinson and potentially Harris, could become a force that teams fear, setting up play action and opening up the field even further. The defense, meanwhile, is poised to be a tough, physical unit that can close out games and create turnovers, especially with the added talent and strategic acquisitions they've made. And of course, the NFL is a league that's always full of surprises. Injuries, unexpected trades, hot streaks, anything can happen. But if the Commanders stay healthy and continue to execute their game plan, they could very well be a team nobody wants to face come playoff time. Their fans, I know, are dreaming big right now, and it's not hard to see why. The pieces are starting to come together, the strategy is clear, and the team is showing a real sense of purpose. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe this team has what it takes to make a deep playoff run? How do you feel about the additions of Deebo Samuel, Laramie Tunsil, and the potential trade for Najee Harris? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. This offseason has been one of the most exciting in recent memory, and it's clear that the Commanders are building something special. With a mix of veteran leadership, explosive playmakers, and a revamped offensive line, they're setting themselves up for a competitive, high-powered season. Fans, get ready because the best is yet to come. Whether they surprise everyone and make a playoff push or set the stage for a strong 2025 campaign, one thing's for sure, Washington Commanders fans, you're on the brink of something big. Keep your eyes peeled, stay passionate, and let's see how this team continues to evolve as we head into the new season. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'll be here bringing you the most in-depth, comprehensive, and exciting NFL coverage, focused on your Washington Commanders. Stay hyped, stay loyal, and let's get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable year.